We're on the verge of having biotechnology really change the way we make everything and also the way we kind of get rid of everything, the way we trash and dispose of things, the way we recycle. We're going to close all of those loops, and most things now that we make in either big chemical plants or that we manufacture with materials made from petroleum will end up being grown in vats, just like or maybe grown in fields. So we'll see agriculture change to look more like manufacturing, and we'll see manufacturing change to look more like really a green technology where things are grown, exist for as long as they're useful, and then die. South America in some ways now is the breadbasket of the world. It's where we have all of our agricultural life sciences, so it's a very natural place for this change to happen, to take place. And so some of this is happening now as we look at using sugarcane to make bioplastics, bioenergy, but we'll see more and more sophisticated ways to do those same things. And really, I think this is the epicenter of where that happens. So much so, partly because there's so much great agricultural technology here now, not just big natural resources, big fields, but people who are advancing what is possible with agriculture. There are a lot of places where the northern hemisphere looks to the south, the miracle of the Cerrado, for instance, where whole new tracts of land became arable, and it really changed for, I think, both Brazil and Argentina, the way that agriculture and the economy work. But it's not just places where you have big arable land. Whenever you look at some of the island states in Latin America, these are really interesting places because they are small centers for innovation, potentially. Innovation in policy, innovation in law, in what's allowed and not allowed. Everything from medical tourism to becoming new centers of learning around these technologies. One of the things that we're trying to do with this revolution is we believe if we can put these tools, these research tools that have previously been very expensive and hard to get a hold of, take them out of the ivory towers of big companies and big universities and put them really kind of in every schoolhouse, on almost every street corner, so that any community you would have people who would have access to these new inventors, new developers, or people who are just curious, who want to understand how these new technologies work so they can be good citizens. They can vote on what do you fund and what do you not allow. We think that that is sort of the way of the future. As you democratize these tools, more people find more uses for them, and you really get a much broader selection of products and then eventually industries that come out of this. Some of the smartest entrepreneurs I know come from Latin America. I think it's a great melting pot. It's interdisciplinary by nature. People come and they are good at some technical piece, and they're also good at some business piece. They're very good at working together, making these sustainable enterprises. And it's also interesting because for being such good entrepreneurs, they're not focused on what is the next quarter, what happens in the next 90 days. People take a very long view. It's like, what is the legacy that I leave with the work that I do? What happens over a lifetime? Which makes it really well suited to work on these technologies because it's so important. We're all going to be living in this world that we're creating together. So I like the idea that it's a Latin flavored version of the future.